Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Stock Market with your free Dow analysis for the trading session dated Wednesday, 19th of May. I'm recording this video well after New York is closed for the 19th and before it opens for the next session. This is my main wave count on a daily chart for the Dow, and I'm still expecting further upwards movement. This fifth wave is the final wave of an impulse for wave C at black or intermediate degree, which will complete a zigzag for primary wave 2. So we're in the final fifth wave upwards of this huge movement. Wave 5 blue must subdivide into a 5-wave structure. So far we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 waves. We need at least one more upwards wave, and that's if we were trying to count this piece of movement as some type of ending diagonal. We would then have to see this wave and this wave as zigzags, which seems somewhat difficult. So I expect this labelling is correct. Now we have movement into wave 1 pink price territory. We can expect that wave 3 pink is most likely extending, so this target has been revised slightly higher. At 14,010, wave 5 blue will reach equality with wave 3 blue in length, and the closer upwards movement gets to the invalidation point, the closer wave C black will reach to equality with wave A, which is a fairly common relationship between the two for a zigzag. Within this third wave, we have 1, 2, and if we're going to see any further downwards movement, wave 2 may not move beyond the start of wave 1. I will leave the invalidation point here at 12,093.89 points until we have confirmation of the smaller green degree trend change and wave 3 green being underway. At this stage though, if we were to see any further downwards movement for the second wave, I would expect that it might find strong support at the lower edge of this parallel trend channel we should keep drawing on the daily chart. Draw it from 1 to 3 and place a parallel copy on the low of 2. Do it very accurately. We have a little overshoot here in the fourth wave position. If price gets close to the channel before the fifth wave structure is complete, we may see little overshoots, but we would not expect a full candle outside this channel. Taking you now to my one and only hourly chart today, where the high of 1 and the low of 2 green is this high here and this low down here. This is a pretty typical looking zigzag for this second wave. We have a 5, 3, 5 wave structure. Wave C has a nice little overshoot of this parallel channel. This one is drawn from the start of A to the end of B, and a parallel copy placed on the end of A. It's really common for fifth waves of C waves to overshoot these channels. So this all has a pretty typical look. However, C and A orange do not have a Fibonacci ratio between them. The Fibonacci ratios in this wave count are fairly average really, but then they're okay for the Dow, I guess. Within this little piece of upwards movement, it looks pretty impulsive when we compare it to some of this movement, which looks more choppy and overlapping. It's likely that we're going to see a continuation of this kind of upwards movement, and it may increase in momentum as we move towards the middle of this third wave. I have recalculated the target. Wave 3 green will reach 1.618, the length of 1 green, at 13,246.43 points. The invalidation chart point on the hourly chart is fairly close by. We will be coming up to a second wave correction with it, and it may not move beyond the start of the first wave. The upper edge of this parallel channel may provide a little resistance to upwards movement and may initiate a small correction. When we see at least one full hourly candlestick above this parallel channel here on the hourly chart, at that stage we can be pretty confident that we have had this trend change, and we will expect price to continue on up towards our targets. While price remains still within this channel, we do not have confirmation of this trend change, so the safest way to approach the Dow for the next day or so is to wait for a little bit more upwards movement for confirmation of this trend change before finally firmly calling a low in place. However, that fifth wave needs more upwards movement to go, as I keep saying. It needs to keep going up to complete a satisfactory structure, so yesterday's upwards movement was exactly what we had been anticipating for a little while. That's all for me today with your Dow analysis. and I hope that everyone else is looking forward to a most fabulous weekend.